Hello traders, welcome back to this video. So today I want us to learn something from this video, from this setup also. So in this setup, I shared this setup and there was some argument in the group that I shared this setup. I was just giving an overview and I'm going to tell you the reason behind my setup and behind my decision to take this trade. So coming into the higher time frame, let me delete all this so that we can start from the beginning. Let me first go to the 4 hour time frame. So my bias was from the 4 hour time frame, and the current the market currently had a confirmation to me that the market is reacting from this breaker block. So let me mark where the market currently reacted from. So we have this order block here that was violated on this side, and it remained behind as a as a as a breaker block. So uh, having in mind this is a breaker block, I waited to confirm what will be happening inside here if I can get a good change of character. So having in mind that I have a reaction from this low, now dropping into the lower time frame, we will be looking for a good change of character to the upside. So let me go on the 1 hour time frame. On the 1 hour time frame, we don't have a clear structure, so we will drop down to see where we can get a good structure. So on the 15 minutes time frame, I got a very good structure that aligns with what I expected the market to do. So we had this high, strong high, because it swept liquidity on this other side. We had the market dropping down, took out this low on this side, and then we have this pullback. No any inducement taken out. Remember the pullback that I told you we can take as an inducement. After the break of structure, we only have this first pullback, and then after this pullback, we have the market trying to range inside here. So after the market took out this low, I knew that the only break of structure I have is this one, a valid break of structure. And after that, I marked this high as my strong high. And after that, the market came on this other side to take this high out. The market came on this side to take this high out. So I have now my change of character and I have my buyers that I will be looking for buys. So after having this in mind, the market came changed character, and then on this side I was trying to look for scalp to the upside, and here was my bias on the 4 hour time frame. I saw a very valid fair value gap left behind. The fair value gap was the secret behind this setup. So after seeing this fair value gap, let me mark the fair value gap so that you can see it very clearly. So this is the fair value gap. Let me mark it. That is the fair value gap there before the market came back down to fill the fair value gap. So I knew that the fair value gap could attract the market to come back down, fill it, and then go to the upside. So I was looking for a very valid order block or a good zone to have my entry from this area before the market goes back up. So, but also I had a very good reason to take a trade from there. But I had in mind that the market can come back down here because we now have the change of character. And I said, after a change of character, you should be very careful with any decision you make, because after an external high has been taken out, it means the market will use the internal structures as liquidity. So after this change of character, I expect these internal structures to be taken out as liquidity, and then the market will maybe come into this zone, the order block with a fair value gap, and then we look for buys to the upside. But that is just an overview. If we have a very good pullback to the downside. So we will be looking for trades from this area to the upside. So having that in mind that price can come back here, this fair value gap was very valid and was giving me a very good reason to enter. And after that, I went back into the lower time frame to see if I can get a good zone from this area. So going into the 5 minutes time frame, I discovered that the market had this move to the upside and then this pullback. After the pullback, we have the move to the upside, formed an inducement in the 5 minutes time frame, and then moved up to change the character on the higher time frame now. So after this, I came back into this area to see what is happening and see if this low really swept good liquidities on this side. So what I did, I went into the 1 minute time frame to see if there is liquidity taken out with by this low. So on the 1 minute time frame, here I have a very good structure that was cleared out. This low cleared this low. You can see this is a very good pullback, cleared this high and then cleared the low. We have this move. This low cleared this liquidity and then broke structure to the upside. We have this pullback, cleared this liquidity and then moved back up. So after that, the market came back down to sweep all these liquidities before going to the other side. So I knew this low swept liquidity. So that is my strong low in the internal structures. So that was my strong low in the internal structures. So I want us to go into the higher time frame. Let me delete these lines that have a fair value gap. The fair value gap was just to show me where I could look for a good zone. So this low was strong low in the 5 minutes time frame. So I went back into the 15 minutes time frame, mark that order block that is inside that in that area. So this was the order block. The order block has a fair value gap, a very good order block. So I was willing to take a trade from this area because of so many confluences. We have the fair value gap, we have this order block, we have this low sweeping liquidity on the lower time frame, as I have shown you. So I had everything intact, and having in mind that the trade has changed character, I expect the market to have some momentum to the upside before having that pullback to come into, let's say, maybe this area. And sometimes gold does not do a pullback, or sometimes gold doesn't come back to specific zones to mitigate them before going. So this is the those are the reasons behind this trade, and I hope you've learned something from it. So when the market came back into this level, I just had my order on this area, and I shared this in the group so that the people in the group can learn something from it and see if they can make a good decision from this trade. I don't share signals, and this is to make you notified. So I don't share signals. I What I do is share an overview of the market, and then you try to make a decision with what I've been teaching you guys. So this setup was very, very good, and I hope you have learned something out of it. You have learned something out of fair value gaps, how important fair value gaps are. And I don't trade fair value gaps technically. I trade fair value gaps with a confluence. Fair value gaps are a confluence to me. I do not enter my entries in a fair value gap just blindly. I use my fair value gap to add some confluence into my POIs or my order blocks. So thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment this on this video.